Our flight out felt a little long because we didn't take off for an hour, and unfortunately it became Hunter's bedtime on the plane, so he wasn't happy towards the end of the flight. We just made it to our car hire on time, which was great. So the next day was nice and chill, just staying at the house and enjoying the area and catch-ups. The following day was the Saturday, and it turned out to be a rainy day. So what do you do on a rainy day in Nice? Time for the botanical gardens. I love seeing the Nice botanical gardens because they had such beautiful plants and really interesting insects and amphibians that I had never seen before. So many different varieties of plants. Some were absolutely gigantic, and again, that I hadn't seen before. It was so awesome just looking at all of God's creation and how different some of them were to each other. Hunter was absolutely loving walking around too, which was just so sweet to see. We then went back to just chill at the house and grab some dinner. Come this way, buddy! And then it was Sunday, and I love this day. We started up with a little road trip further up to see what was about, and we stopped at a waterfall, though it was closed for entry. So the next stop was a little village that Nathan saw and wanted to stop at. I saw Gourdon on the map earlier on in the day and thought it looked interesting, but maybe not interesting enough to stop at, and I am so glad Nathan just made the decision to stop because this ended up being one of my favorite little towns on our entire trip, if not my favorite. The stone facade of almost every building was just captivating and everything was gorgeous. Gourdon has been recognized and labeled as one of the most beautiful villages in France. It's a medieval stronghold with its castle built in the 9th century and then rebuilt in the 17th century to what it looks like today. I highly recommend you go and try some of the nougat while you're there too. On our way out, Hunter met a little puppy who was just as eager to say hello to him as he was to see the puppy, since Little Belle is his best friend at home. Since it was a nice night, we decided to have a barbecue to finish the night off. So today we are off to Villefranche-sur-Mer and Nice Old Town. We want to go back and see. Villefranche is so beautiful because I remember going and it's such a colorful little space, especially the Old Town part. We didn't really go towards, I feel like the Old Town is what it's kind of famous for, and just being that beautiful coastline is just so stunning. And Nice Old Town, I honestly can't remember whether we actually went to Nice Old Town last time we were here. It's funny how like your mind just blocks certain things out and other stuff you remembered so vividly about like trips or something like that. So yeah, so we're off there today. And I'm just excited to see the beautiful, colorful streets again. And one thing that I would love to go back to that I just never got videos of last time, more for videos wise, was there's this beautiful pink estate called Villa Evroussy, I believe is how you say it. I might say that wrong, but I don't know. But it was so gorgeous. It's the pink house. I feel like it's such an iconic place to see when you are here in the south of France. So I'm just so glad I'm finally filming this trip because I didn't do it a few years ago now. So I'm going to take you around to see some of Old Nice and Villefranche, and yeah, so here we go. last time we were in Nice, we went to Confiserie Ballinger. I'm trying to say it in the French accent. I hope I got that right, but we went there to get some churros. So I fancied myself some, and we made our way there before going to Nice Old Town. And we had such a lovely time. The Old Town is really where the magic is, where you find gorgeous little corners. The following day, we were off to Mougin, which was well known for Picasso spending some time there. It's so lovely to wander down the little side streets, but we didn't spend more than an hour there because there wasn't really that much to do. It's a beautiful place to sit down for a meal if you want to take a trip there.
So Mougin was actually quite small, so we only spent about an hour, if even there, because a lot of this stuff a lot of the stores and stuff weren't really open. It's not in season just yet, but we wanted to stop for something to eat, and we found a steak and shake. I have not had a steak and shake in years, so it's more for the nostalgia vibes. And of course, Nathan's never tried a steak and shake, so trying a steak and shake in France, how about that? So off we go.
The following day was Antibes. It was a lovely stroll around. However, it wouldn't be my favorite that we head out to. It just didn't feel as special as the other places we'd been to, but there are some nice beaches nearby, so that's definitely worth it if you're looking for beaches. The next day was Valbonne. I'm all about the hidden gems and the little towns that feel adorable, and this definitely was one of them. It has plenty of restaurants to pick from, adorable little streets to stroll down, and plenty of picture opportunities. To finish off, we went back to a place we fell in love with years ago, Vence. It's definitely picked up hype since we last went, and is such a beautiful little town on the top of the hill. It's known for its art museums and galleries, and is one of the oldest medieval towns on the French Riviera. I do definitely recommend having a stroll through. Our last morning was quite rainy as it was in April, making me think of the rhyme, April showers bring May flowers, and we got on our way to board our plane. Little Hunter was so great on the flight. I made sure to pack a few things for activities for him, like washi tape for the windows, car wrapped in aluminum foil, a water painting farm, and plenty of snacks. And that was pretty much our journey in the south of France. Have you been? And what was your favorite thing to do there?